All right, so you want to know how to make money on TikTok. That's what you're looking for, because you know that TikTok is a huge opportunity. It was a little scary there when it was potentially going to be banned, but now it looks like we're in the clear. And I'm going to tell you something, my friend. People are making millions of dollars on the platform. People just like you, people just like me, people actually who are dumber than you are. In this video, I'm going to show you over the next few minutes how you can make money on TikTok. It's simpler than most people think. And you likely have already, look, business is going off, it's booming, people are calling, letting me know how hot TikTok is right now. They're making money on TikTok without having their own products, without creating products, and they're selling both physical products and digital products on TikTok. So we're gonna talk about both, which one's the best, which one's gonna make you the most money. So put your seatbelt on. It's going to be a wild ride. Get ready. Let's go. All right, let's jump right into this. No time to waste. So the first thing that you need to do is to pick a winning product. And there's a little bit of strategy, and then there's also a tool that we're going to teach you about. I'm going to pass it over to my right-hand man, Ryan. You know him, you love him. You've seen him in the videos before. You're going to see a lot more of them. And he's going to break down exactly what the strategy and the tool is that we're going to use to be able to find this winning product that we're going to sell.
So this is a platform called Callow Data, and you can get a free trial of it. We'll put a link in the description for you to do that. And it's by far the best, fastest, and easiest way for you to find winning products to promote on TikTok Shop. So when you come to the homepage, this is what it's going to look like. And what we're looking to do is go to this Explore tab up here. And then you're going to see a page like this, and we're going to go over to trending products here. And this is going to allow you to search for winning products by category or niche. And so if we go with phones and electronics and then hit get the answer. So now this is going to list out for you all the trending products on TikTok that are doing really well right now. We can see this GPS tracker at the top, doing 70,000 in revenue and 7,100 items sold. And I believe this is just filtered for the last 7 days. So in the last 7 days, this product has done this, which is incredible. Over on the right, you could actually see the highest revenue videos. So these are the videos, maybe not necessarily got the best views, but the videos that drove the most revenue, in other words, the most sales of the product. And so you can click on each one of these, and you can now look at the stats for each individual product and kind of determine if it's a good product that way. And what I'm usually looking for is that, A, there's a lot of affiliates promoting it and getting good results. And because this is doing so well, this is at the top of the list, we automatically have that win. The next thing I like to do is I like to go to TikTok and actually look at the listing. And I like to look at the reviews. And if the product has a lot of good consumer reviews, that's another green flag. The next thing we're looking at is the commission rate of the product and the price. So how much can we actually make on it? Now this one doesn't actually specify a commission rate, but we can see that it's between $9 and $12, probably depending on which model you buy, which isn't really the best, because even if the commission's 50%, which would be towards the higher end of what you're going to find here, you're still only making $5 per sale on a $10 to $12 product, so it's between $5 and $6. But if we come back over here, we'll be able to find, let's look at the Turbo Fan maybe, and let's see if they specify for us. The commission rate is 10%. So again, we've got an $8 product, pays a 10% commission. That means we're only going to make about 80 cents for each one we sell. So that's not really the best thing in the world. We want to have a much better commission payout than that, because chances are we're not going to be the top performing video. I mean, if you post a lot, you'll get there, but we're not going to be the top performing video every single time, driving, thousands and thousands of sales. So it's going to take a lot of sales for this to actually make a dent and be meaningful income for us. So just real quick, I've gone ahead and actually searched for a specific product that I know I'm seeing in my feed constantly that's doing really, really well. And it's this Arzopa portable monitor 1080p laptop screen, basically so you can have a second screen on your laptop. You can play games on it, do all kinds of stuff. And this is something that's really, really popular and trending on TikTok right now, is that this screen has a lot of different SKUs, lots of different listings. You're seeing a lot of affiliates promote this, which is a very, very good sign. Additionally, this is a much higher priced product, so between $63 and $119, depending on which particular SKU the person purchases from the listing. And if we look, this is a 10% commission. So now at $119, you're actually going to get about $12 for every single one of these that you sell. What I would do next is just come down. This will show you the creators who are performing the best for this right now. So right now, iCloud Case has 500,000 followers, 20,000 in revenue, and 1.6 thousand of these sold. So that's a very, very high, very good performance. But if we look at the next one down, this person has sold 318 with only 9.74 thousand followers. So this isn't some massive creator that's got tons of influence and is just going to get tons of views every time they post. They are only under 10,000 followers and they've sold 318 of these. We come down to more. We've actually got this account, which has 455 followers, not even 500 yet. They've sold 139. And so what this shows us is that just good content promoting these products will drive sales. Influence or follower count or view count really doesn't even matter a ton. Obviously, the more views you get, the more sales you're going to get just because it's more volume. But you don't need to have a massive following or be a celebrity in order to make this work. If we come down a little bit further, this will actually show us the specific videos that are driving the most revenue. So this is our top performer right here. This is probably our top guy. And this has 1.7 million views, sold 635 of these products. Down here, we could see 821,000 views, sold 315 for $4,200 in revenue. So these are pretty good stats. These are things that we like to see on a product we're thinking about promoting. So your job now is to come into this software and just look for a variety of products that you would like to promote that fit the criteria of it's got a lot of good reviews on the listing, it pays a decent commission, it's priced high enough for that commission percentage to be meaningful, and you're seeing other affiliates having success promoting that particular product.
So I actually went over to one of the top sellers of this phone holder product, and I want to look at one of the videos, which is this video right here. It's got 7.7 million views on it. I want to take a look. I want to open it up, and I want to take a look at why it worked.
Este automáticamente se te magnetiza al teléfono. Puedes succionarlo acá arriba o en la ventana del carro, así de esa manera, y después lo sacas, lo alineas y le pegas el teléfono como un monte regular. Y lo bueno es que no tienes que tenerlo en lugar fijo, porque como no usa ningún tipo de pegamenta, puedes despegarlo y pegarlo en casi cualquier otra parte del carro. Pero si no quieren pagar como $20 por una cosa de esta, por fin logré encontrar uno que lo que cuesta son como $8 o $9 con el manejo y el envío gratis. No sé por qué es tan barato con el manejo y el envío, pero lo es. So, si le hace falta conseguirse uno, voy a dejárselos acá abajo en el video a ver si se los pueden conseguir.
All right, so the first thing that I notice in the video is I don't see a face. So this is really the creator kept the focus on the product itself. He gave a great demo of the product, set it down in the cup holder, showed you kind of the different ways that you could put it on the side window or your dash. The other kind of thing that I noticed that a lot of people might not pick up on is that he's also in a Tesla. He's in a cool car. It kind of makes it a little bit more fun to watch, a little bit more interesting to watch. So if I was a TikTok creator and I was going to sell this product, an interesting split test, because if you go back to his product, you can see he's selling the same product in different videos. But I don't know if he's in the same car.
Estos fueron $10, y cuando tocas el carrito en su video, te sale $20 por el manejo y el envío, brother. Me voy a fajar con alguien. ¿Qué más me cae ese engaño? Mira, he estado tratando de conseguir una de estas cositas, de poder grabar video en el carro, que tú pegas aquí, ¿ves? Para poder tomar los videos de vista de eso. Brother, todo el mundo, todos los links, siempre $20 el manejo y el envío. Por fin logré conseguir uno que no tiene manejo y envío y lo que cuesta.
All right, so I don't understand a lick of what he's saying here, but I understand that he's giving a really sort of authentic demo. It feels authentic. It feels he's got paint on his hands. That's another thing that I noticed. He didn't wash his hands up, right? He didn't, particularly get dressed up. He may even be at work, or who knows, maybe he said what he was doing. I do still think he's in the Tesla, but one interesting split test, if you were a seller of this particular product, would be to film the video in two different types of cars. Now, how would you get access to a Tesla? Well, you could go to a car lot. You could see if you had a friend that had the Tesla. Doesn't matter in this particular case that you're in your car, because it's not about if you own the car or not. The focus is the product. All right, here's another example. Let me open this one up. It's got a little bit of foul language up on the front end, so cover the kids' ears, but let's roll.
I'm so done if I see another TikTok creator say, oh, this is only $10, and then the shipping is $20. I'm gonna lose my mind. I've been searching everywhere for this magnetic phone stand, and I finally found it. And the price is amazing too. The phone snaps right on. You can adjust the angle however you want. It's super convenient. But the best part, it's free shipping. Now, when you buy from the TikTok shop, if you click that orange cart below, you can even get it cheaper.
The big hook was obviously the "I'm so done." Okay, the big comment, but also the visual, like it's pulling up a Sprite bottle on the that, like that's something that you wouldn't normally do, but it obviously is a confusing when you pull up on the video. It's like, what are they doing? That's called a state break, right? I mean, it's also called a hook. This is a visual hook. It's not an audio or a verbal hook. Somebody's saying something, but she included the verbal hook too, right? Which was actually wrapped inside of a unique element of the offer, which was free shipping. She said, I'm so done with creators saying that products are $10, but then the shipping is $20. So she sort of gave you the visual hook of it lifting the bottle of what looks to be Sprite out of the, with the strength of the holder, with the window. She also says, I'm so effing done with creators saying it's one price, but then it's higher at shipping. She also, if it even was a she, that voice was created or sounded to me like AI. So this entire video was not only faceless, but it was also either altered or literally the audio voice was created by AI. And with that being said, those elements, it's still got 24.3 million views. And so these videos that I just showed you, the first one right here, where he was inside of the Tesla and I pointed that out, did $34,000 in revenue, got 7.12 million views. The other one that we reviewed was this one where he was sitting in the back seat. It generated $788 in revenue from 160,000 views. Now, the interesting thing, why this says ad right here about TikTok, if you create a video that is successful, the seller of the product could choose to run your video as an ad, and whenever a sale is made, you will still get a commission. So that's a unique element of TikTok Shop that allows both the seller and the creator to obviously leverage each other's content in really unique ways, or content and product in really unique ways. All right, before you go, I want to show you a strategy to at least double your revenue on TikTok. And this is a strategy that I know very well. In just the past 5 years, I've done over $100 million in sales online of this specific type of product, which works really well also on TikTok. Now think about this for a second. You've got somebody, say for example, you're selling the phone case that we just talked about. What is that person likely trying to do if they're buying a phone case? Do you think that they're trying to train horses, or do you think that they're trying to go fishing more? Do you think that they're trying to mountain bike? Well, I mean, those are all things that you do outside of the car. So what these people are probably doing is filming content in their car, right? They're content creators. If somebody's buying my phone case or my phone holder that I can put in the car, they're probably a content creator or somebody who is trying to create more content for business. And so what do these people want to do? Well, they want to get more followers. They want to get more likes. They want to, how do I set up my TikTok profile correctly? Essentially, what you can do is diversify what you're selling to selling them the tools, but also selling them the strategy through the form of ebooks and PDFs. And if you want to make it a little bit more complicated, but potentially earn more money, you could create a coaching program or a course or even host an event. The point here is that if you want to make more money with your TikTok profile, you need to think about how many different things can I sell? How many different things can I offer here? Can I sell them the picks and the shovels, which in this case would be the tools that a content creator needs? But can I also sell them some information through the form of an ebook or a PDF or some sort of a coaching program or a course that could potentially take my profit margins to the moon? Because with a physical product like a phone holder, I mean, what was that product? $5, $8? You're not going to earn that much of a commission on that. It's obvious the product doesn't cost that much. But if you have an ebook that you're selling for $8, well, you keep 100% of that minus whatever your processing fees are. And then say you offer a coaching program, either after they buy your ebook for those who are interested in working with you more, or let's just say you offer that to people and they just buy it and you earn $500 per coaching session or $5,000 for 90 days of coaching. Now you start to realize and understand where you can multiply your profits in the hundreds and 1,000% from the $2 commission, small, tiny commission that you earn from the physical product to the big, higher ticket commissions you can earn from the information products. And why is that? Well, because there's no shipping or hard cost. On the business side, we call that cost of goods sold. For the phone holder, there's the cost of the material to make it and to ship it out. With a digital product or a coaching program, it's just your time and effort. And in some cases, you can record that information like I'm doing now, and then just sell it over and over again. So you might now be asking yourself, well, how do I create ebooks? How do I create PDFs that I could possibly sell as digital products for these higher profit margin types of offers on my TikTok profile? And if you look up here over one of my shoulders, there is a little clickable icon to another video right here where you can watch and learn exactly how to do just that. Make sure you also subscribe, all the things to make sure you get notified right when we release a video. And hey, I'll see you on the next video.